It's a big weekend for our local March of Dimes chapter. Saturday is the annual March for Babies. CBS North Carolina morning anchor Russ Bowen joins us now with a special look.
The March of Dimes has helped so many families who have gone through a premature birth. I got to sit down with the Garber family. There's just one example of why an organization like the March of Dimes can be so vital. Strength. It is one of those words we often define relative to our own experience.
I had had a perfectly normal pregnancy up until that point.
And most of us don't even know the strength that's actually inside us until that experience happens.
And I'd had a perfectly normal pregnancy 2 years before that.
Renee Garber's daughter, Caroline, came early. She was only 25 weeks old when she was born.
So I had all kinds of thoughts going through my head about, am I going to lose my wife? Am I going to lose my daughter?
In the hospital for months, hoping and praying and waiting, until finally Caroline's sister could see her sibling, even if glass divided them. Caroline did it. She survived that vital time, and she came home.
So bringing her home was actually nerve-wracking. It was a very odd combination of being like, oh my gosh, I'm bringing my baby home from the hospital, but oh my gosh, what happens if something bad happens?
Those anxieties gave way in time. Now, 2 years later,
we recognize that we've been tremendously blessed with a healthy and happy premature baby who's now grown, but that's not the case for so many families who go through this.
But the Garber's uplifting story has yet another chapter. Remember that word, strength?
We basically just got our head above water with Caroline, and now it's this.
This is stage 3 breast cancer. Renee had a mastectomy just weeks before this interview and is now undergoing chemotherapy. So yes, there is worry, but negativity has no place here.
Puts life in perspective. We've had these things happen to us, but we have a whole lot to be grateful for.
We are very lucky, very lucky.
Lucky in so many ways to have good health care, a supportive extended family, organizations like the March of Dimes, a great attitude, and most importantly, strength.
And you just can't waste that energy pining or just feeling sorry for yourself. I think happiness really is a choice in a lot of ways, and keeping that perspective and just trying to recognize the blessings and be grateful for the things that you have is really key to getting through this, and remaining strong.
In Durham, Russ Bowen, CBS North Carolina.
And Russ and Stephen will be at the Triangle March and Run Saturday morning to help families just like the Garbers. It takes place at Perimeter Park in Morrisville. You can read much more about the event at WNCN or CBSNorthCarolina.com.